All right, guys, it's been a long time coming. We're finally gonna talk about Silkies. I can't stand them. Kristen?
I'm silky tolerant.
No, you're supposed to say, I love Silkies.
Oh, I love Silkies.
Oh, okay. All right, so listen, I can't stand Silkies, and I am gonna say that because I feel quite honest about my feelings. I feel quite honest about my opinion and why, and I want to talk about it right now. But what I find really interesting in the world of chickens, everyone's got their own opinion, and God knows you do. And you and I have gone back and forth about Silkies. Now, I can tell you one of the things I can't stand about Silkies is, are they really considered a chicken?
Yes, they are.
Why? Tell me what's chicken about them.
Well, at one point they were a chicken, and then they went through these like decades and, I don't know, centuries of manipulation to make the creature that we have today.
So listen, here's the thing about Silkies. God, okay, let's just get this right out of the way. Show the camera, show everyone out there their feet. They're the ugliest feet. They get dirty.
Well, they have an extra toe.
Yeah, why? Why? Who thought, hey, let's give that chicken an extra toe?
And, well, let's do side by side with your chicken. You're very.
What do I got here?
You're very graceful Old English game
look
bantam.
Look at the beautiful legs on this one.
Look at that.
And then look at the feet. Ooh.
And look, this one even caught some poop in there.
So it sounds like our viewers out there need to chime in. Why does a Silkie have an extra toe?
let's see the bottom of that foot.
The bottom of this one? Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah,
huh?
I bet it's nice and clean.
Oh, very
yeah,
clean.
look at that.
Beautiful.
Ew.
Yeah, so I'm still trying to understand why you love Silkies so much.
So those are clean-legged.
Yep.
And this one is feather-footed.
Or booted.
Booted.
What is the point about putting feathers on the feet?
It's cute.
And that's about it, right?
Yeah, it is. It does make it harder to treat scaly leg mite.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah,
so actually,
really can't get, and she's looking a little scaly there.
Yeah,
but she's too young to have scaly legs.
Another disadvantage to having feathers on the feet.
Yeah. They also aren't cold tolerant because they don't have the proper feathers that this one has.
Exactly. So
and they can't fly out of the way.
Number 2 reason why I can't stand Silkies.
These feathers
show me their feathers.
They're kind of raggedy, They're not proper feathers. Let's compare. Let's see that wing.
Look at the beautiful feathers on this.
Look at those flight feathers.
Yes,
they're all perfect.
That means this chicken can be a chicken.
Look at these flight feathers.
This is why
that's not going to keep anything in the air.
This is why they're always the ones getting crapped on. They can't hop up on the roost bars.
They can't see.
Okay, number 3rd reason why I can't stand Silkies, they can't see. I've seen people try to put little rubber bands. She's cute. Look at that. Okay,
oh, you've got a soft side.
That's not too bad up here.
Look at you.
They try to put a rubber band up here, and so that they can see. But because they can't see, makes me believe why they come across as being one of the dumbest chickens you can ever own.
Well, there's always the Polish.
Do you think the Polish are dumber than the... Really?
I do.
I don't agree. I think the Polish are smarter than Silkies.
And we got to make another video.
It sounds like we're going to have to come up with a test. If you guys have an idea on how to figure out which chicken's smarter, a dumb Silkie or a Polish, let us know. All right, so listen. An extra toe. They got feathers on the feet. They have no feathers that are useful.
Useful feathers.
Useful feathers, just like the feathers on this beautiful girl right here. They have a hard time seeing, which is one of the reasons why I believe when people have Silkies, we got to make them a special Silkie ramp so they can get up inside the hen house. So there is one thing that everyone knows is great about Silkies. What is that?
Their broodiness.
Tell us about broodiness.
Well, broodiness is something that all bantams have, actually, but Silkies especially are very broody. They like to be mothers. So don't get one of these for egg production. These are going to be great pets.
Oh, wait a minute. So if you want chickens for eggs, don't get a Silkie.
Don't get a bantam. Don't get a Silkie.
Don't get a bantam either? Mm-mm. You're always telling people to throw at least one bantam in with the flock. Well, then why is that?
Because I like short things.
Is that really all it is? All these years? You told me it's because...
No, they are. They're broody. And they're a great way for that next generation, to bring in the next generation of chickens.
versus introducing younger hens,
Yes.
waiting till they're the
And-
same age and they go through all that fighting.
And they're typically more friendly. They're bred to be pets and mothers.
The bantams are, or the
Bantams
silkies.
in general, so bantams included.
Why? Any
I mean,
idea?
silkies included.
Any idea why that is?
Just traditionally, they've been kept as pets. I mean, those are tiny eggs. So you're going to keep these for pets and for mothers.
No kidding. Okay, that's an
Yeah.
interesting point.
And that's an old English game. That's centuries old.
right.
Same with this one.
So listen, and again, I can't stand silkies because they're a pain in the butt. I worry about
Can't
how many
stand.
people got silkies thinking, oh, I'm gonna get some chickens, and they're like, this is awful. It's because you got silkies or you got the wrong coop.
Well,
Chickens are easy, not silkies.
they're kind of like a rabbit chicken hybrid, aren't they?
I don't know.
They kind of have rabbit fur.
So,
this
I mean-
might pass as a rabbit if you have a ordinance issue or you have outlaw chickens. You might be able to get by with these.
That's not bad. That's
yeah.
pushing it. That's not bad. I can say when they're nice and clean and fluffed up and beautiful, they look cool, but that's it. I can't think of any other reason to have a silkie. All right, so listen, Kristen, sell me on a silkie. Sell everyone out there why you think people should have silkies.
I think you shouldn't have a flock of silkies. I think you should have a few silkies. They get along great with the other chickens. And then you've got one that's unique, comical, a great mother, and friendly, cuddly. I mean, it's kind of like the one that you like to look at.
You're a cat person, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Is that relevant?
That sounds very cat-like. Okay, fair enough. Those are some good, fair points, especially maybe. One of the things I love about chickens that you may not realize until you actually get them is they can be very therapeutic. And something that, because they are kind of fun to pet, maybe certain children have special needs that have sensory challenges, I think it's called. And maybe that would be another good reason for a silkie, maybe in the classroom. Help me out with that one.
Yeah, and they're small. They take up less space.
Okay, so
And no roost bar space.
actually, let's talk about that. So let's open this up. So when you say roost bar space, and we talk about this all the time, what size coop should I get? How many chickens should I get? It's the most important thing about getting into backyard chickens. Now up here's the roost bar, and pretty much what I have told people, what I have been taught, what I have seen is you just cut those numbers in half. So for example, I like for standard chickens 1 foot per hen, but that is considered sleeping in a king size bed. Even though the industry standard, as I know you love what I say, is 8 inches. So if we were to cut that in half for bantams, is it fair to say 6 to 4 inches per per bantam on the roost bar? Would you agree with that? Let's see.
Fact check.
Well, we got 5 inches there. And then this little girl, let's see. Isn't that great? 3 inches. So they really don't take up a lot of space.
No, they don't.
So just bantams in general, I know here we're talking a lot about silkies, but just even bantams in general, I do see there's a huge advantage. If you're one of those people that like to have a lot of chickens and you don't have a big area, bantams can definitely be your great solution.
Well, I was saying that too because the silkies really don't roost. A lot of times they sleep on the ground.
Oh yeah, that's right. Let me remind everyone.
So they're not even going to take up space here. They're going to be out there somewhere or down here.
I can't help.
Sometimes they do, but sometimes they don't.
We've all seen
this
that.
This one doesn't.
We've all seen that meme of the 2 outhouses. We need to make one that says standard hens up top, silkies on the bottom.
Yeah.
Because it is true.
Oh, look at that.
Have you ever had a silkie that actually got up on the roost bars?
I have. It was a hatchery one.
So what's that mean?
May not have had like the best breeding, the head fluff wasn't the best.
Well, then let me ask you.
When you're looking for silky characteristics.
Let me ask you then. If you are thinking about getting some silkies or a silkie, where should you go? Is it better to go to a breeder? Because
I would go to a local breeder or
needs?
hatchery or local reseller, which would be like a farm store.
She's gone.
That one flew very well.
That one flew very well.
You're not going to see the silky fly like that.
There it is. Too silky or not too silky? I guess it's up to you. I hope you found this information entertaining and educational. Later.